All right, let's get into some business of sports. Everybody heard the news about Bill Belichick taking a job to be the head coach for UNC Chapel Hill. Now, he did a 5-year deal where he'll get $50 million, but the first 3 years are guaranteed, and his base salary is $1 million with the chance to get another $9 million with supplement and incentives. As far as bowls, the better bowl game that he goes to, the more money he gets. It's pretty much how that works. But the first 3 years are guaranteed. Year 4 and 5 aren't guaranteed. And of course, he hired Mike Lombardi to pretty much be like the GM for that team, because that's what's happening with college sports in general right now. You really need a GM because you can get so much money through NIL, and it hasn't been regulated at this point. So when it's time for players to transfer, and you start offering players different bags, you have to have somebody to try to make sure that that is cohesive to your team, because there will be a House bill that passes that will allow players or teams to have about 22, I think maybe it's $23 million that they can spend just on that team of players. And they're also going to limit the scholarships, right? So, but that bill hasn't passed yet. So right now it's still open season. Pretty much alumni for teams are paying for a college program. And that's how it's happening. They're also paying for head coaches, and Bill Belichick falls in that same category. For example, right now you have SMU that's in the college football playoff. They paid to get into the ACC. They represent the ACC now in the college football playoff, even though they lost. They did go to the ACC championship. They lost a close game to Clemson on a field goal, but that entire team is being funded by billionaire alums, and they even let the revenue shares, they gave up revenue shares for media for the ACC, because it really doesn't matter at this point. They wanted to make sure that the team had the players they needed. So back when they got in trouble in the 80s and for paying players when it was illegal, it's kind of crazy that SMU is right back when it is legal to actually pay players, and they're in the college football playoff. So Bill Belichick getting to the bag. Everything's going to change when he gets to UNC. And I feel like the kind of players that he's going to get are going to be players that he wants to coach and that wants to be coached by him. So I don't think you're going to have to worry about players that don't want to play for Belichick being on that team. He's only going to be targeting those type of players that he can mold and actually get them to play the way he wants them to play. So we'll keep watching. Let me know what you think. But that's the numbers and the business behind the sports.